Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Gaming through World Case TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of logs, and more logs. Using this trailer for the first time, the double medium logging trailer. Must have come out in a recent region DLC. Hopefully it's not bugged. So far it's working fine, except I found out it's harder to use and doesn't really save me time over just using. I could have used the sideboard trailer, the semi-sideboard trailer with the logging crane, dump them all in there. I guess it saves me a little time because I don't have to manually pack them. I can just auto load them. I am playing on what am I doing? What am I doing? And why do I have a marker here? I don't want that marker there. No, wrong button. All right, I'm good. I'm ready. This is quote unquote easy mode. There's no easy mode. It's just a regular game. No new game plus or anything. But I am playing with all paid DLC vehicles. Which is say vehicles that you don't find on maps, so you can just pay $2-3 for and jump in and start playing them. $3-4 maybe, I don't know. And this is one of them. The Mastodon DLC, Zik 612H. I have two of them. I love them so much. This is the Blue Baron, and I've got the Pink Lady. Both of them have these really cool paint splotch. The paint splotch things that I love so much. Now, if I dump logs somewhere along here, I'm actually making this harder on myself than if I would have just... Because I can work the logging crane. I'm making this harder on myself, I think. Oh well. I don't particularly like this trailer. The alternative to this trailer is to have a second truck. So I guess it's okay. But if you had a second truck, have a second truck and then use the do I need to look? No, I'm not. You could use on this truck, I could use a the loading crane together. No, what am I talking about? I could put a medium log bed on this and hitch to a medium log trailer, and I'd have just the same capacity, but it would be a lot easier to use. So I don't see any advantage to having that. It's not like you can then take this and hitch to another trailer. You could tow another trailer, but then you could tow another trailer that way as well. You could have the log one medium log bed and one medium log hitch. Medium log trailer hitched, and then tow a medium log trailer behind it. Just like you could tow a medium log trailer behind this one, so. Yeah, I don't see any advantage to this whatsoever. There is no advantage to this whatsoever. I should have just bought the trailer that I thought I wanted to buy, because then it would have been much easier. I had this already configured with the logging trailer. Oops, logging trailer. Oh well. Oh well, as they say. What I think I will do is, yeah, that's what I'll do. I can get this all done in one load if I tow behind my sideboard semi-trailer, which I can put 6 long logs in. I can tow behind that a single small or medium log trailer using the winch, or yeah, using the winch. I can winch that, and then I can bring the other trailer truck over there with the long log attachment. Then I can do it all in one trip. What I need to do is get 2 loads of long logs and a load of medium logs off the other map. And I can't take 2 loads of long logs on any trailer, on any truck, unless I use the loading crane and throw them into a flatbed. So I know how I'm going to do it now, because I can tow that medium log trailer behind one of these vehicles. Oh, but I won't be able to. I was going to tow the other truck behind me. So I only have to make one trip. But I won't be able to do that if I do it that way. Because I can't tow, I can't use the hitch on both trucks simultaneously. And I can't hitch to a truck while I'm also hitching to a trailer. Well, we'll see if somehow I can pack 6 long logs and 3 medium logs into the back of the semi. And if I can do that, I can tow a medium log trailer there. Wait, I need 3, yeah, so I still have to get the other long log trailer there, okay. Yeah, I still need to get the other truck there, but I can get them there. But I need to also get a medium trailer there somehow. I don't think it's possible to do this in one trip. I mean, in one trip with one truck towing the other truck. I think I can do it in one trip for each of the 2 trucks. But I don't think I can do it loading up both trucks completely without needing to winch to anything, and then winching the lead truck to the rear truck. Which is a shame, because it's a heck of a trip to get all the way across both of these maps. I have about 3 hours to go yet in this stream. And I don't think I'm going to get these contracts done in those 3 hours, unfortunately. which means this will go beyond, I'm going to need at least one more hour to do. I'm double checking here. Yeah, this is going to go up to 114. That was a 114. I think it was 112 episodes before that. So this is going to be my longest region so far in terms of number of episodes, which I guess is not surprising. It's a very difficult region. Whoa, 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 oh, oh. This is not a good sign, but at least I didn't, oh, nope, 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 nope. I think I might have to. If I suddenly start getting all kinds of issues, I might have to do some aborting here. Okay. I may end up having to abort the game, which I will hard crash the game if I have to. If I start getting untoward amounts of damage. Yeah, this trailer stinks. I cannot get this vehicle out of this position. Okay, I'm not too far from the garage, so the way to do it safely at this point is cover this vehicle. And hopefully those trailers will still be there and they'll be fine. Never use this trailer. Well, lesson learned. It's this double pup-like trailer is not worth it. Clearly not worth it. I suppose it was worth trying once, but not worth it. If you get yourself in trouble, as you see there, it gets all caterwampy, and then maybe before I detach the trailer, I could have maybe before I attached, I could have possibly winched to something behind me to pull the back trailer out of trouble, but it's just too unstable. And it's not that it's long, it's that it's two trailers attached, and they can get into all kinds of trouble. As you just saw there, I hit a rock and suddenly everything went up forward. The back trailer is apparently powered somehow, so that when I came to a stop, the back trailer kept going. And aerial jackknife. Now I might get here and find out that this is unsalvageable, but we'll see. It's a narrow area, but I can probably drive off the road here. I am tempted to just switch to the other trailer, but I need something I could hitch to. Switch to the other trailer and the thing. No, I have to get that trailer there regardless. And then I have to get the trailer back over here. I'm not going to be using it again. So no, do not use this trailer. I thought maybe it could help me do less work, but it's not going to. Ouch. Ouch. Hydration break. If I had switched map and switched back, I could have avoided this mess here. Would have reloaded it. Another small tip: if you exit the map and re-enter the map, it will recess the terrain, except for terrain near any truck that you're at, or probably any abandoned trailer or something too. Anything that's moved out of place. But this little section, there's nothing there, so. But this baby can go through mud. That's one thing it can do. I'm not sure I even have the best mud tires on it. I have like some compromised tires. Though it still can't go over ice very well. Best mud tires for the vehicle are the tires that come with it. But those tires are terrible for any other purpose besides mud, so I usually end up using something from the tire pack, which again is a DLC I don't necessarily recommend, but I'm not restricted. I'm only restricted to using trucks that are DLC trucks. I'm not restricted to only using like tires from the tire pack DLC or anything like that. And I don't think I have that in the description on YouTube. I keep saying I should add that to the description on YouTube, but I'm only using trucks from the following DLC packs and listing what those are. I do have room in my fleet for a purple truck, which I may or may not. There's a recent DLC out. I may or may not use that one. Because then I'll have 6 trucks of each color. But if I find a replacement for any of my vehicles, I will just retire the one. What I'd like to do is find another vehicle that can tow. Yeah, that looks wrong somehow. There we go. I was hoping that's what would happen. Another vehicle that can tow scout trailers that isn't as light as the one I'm currently using. Because it has a real hard time. It can tow scout trailers, but basically it can tow them from the 1 foot it needs to get them into the trailer store from wherever they're parked next to the trailer store in order to sell them. It can't do a lot up to it now. See, look at this. The thing is, I go into a rut and then I can't get the thing lined up. I'm in a rut. Gotta avoid that rut, otherwise I'll get stuck again. Is this close enough? Please tell me this is close enough. I don't know what caused that, but yeah. This double log trailer is a piece of junk, in my opinion. Not worth it. You might as well just use a medium trailer bed and a medium log bed and a medium log trailer. I do not understand the reason for this. You need a semi-trailer, so you can't put the... I mean, you need a semi-saddle, a low saddle, so you can't put a medium log bed on it. But what is the advantage? You can't haul any more trailers than you could. You can't haul any more logs than you could with simply a medium log bed and a medium log trailer. And this is much harder to use and maneuver. And I don't know if I've been up this way before. There's not too much. It may turn out that this is very, very tricky to get to, and I'm going to wish I had the more maneuverable, flexible other configuration. I'm not caught on that tree. Am I? Well, I am going to end up getting one of those trailers caught on the tree, though. I mean, not that a double trailer is not a bad idea, right? I think a double trailer is a great idea. But these are not the circumstances where it's worth it. I could have been using the logging crane with this. That's one advantage. I could use this with the logging crane, and then I could have used another truck that's carrying the semi-trailer, flatbed trailer, to haul more, but then I could have just put the logging crane on that one. I don't understand what the advantage of this is. If you use this and you dump the load out, you can have the logging crane to reload it, but you can't put the logging crane on with the medium log bed. Maybe that's the use case. I don't know. I think you're more likely to dump a load with this thing than you are anywhere else. Okay, now this is, I'm not supposed to go across there, right? No, okay, goodness. Because I don't think that goes anywhere. I might break my rule and just delete this trailer. I try to take every trailer back and sell it. If there's any reason to do that, I'll refuel there on the way back. Okay. I know I'll run into trouble if I try to pitch like this, but I'm going to try to pull this thing around with the winch slightly. Which may or may not have any success. What? No! What am I doing? Why didn't I not winch to where I wanted it to winch? No, I can't see it. There. I winch to that. Get that back half jump out. There we go. Is it clear? It's clear. Okay. Now, is this the last time I'm going to need to be here? No, I need to come back here one more time. And I'm not going to tow this trailer with me. This will be a separate trip. Not going back where I need to come with all this junk. So, let's just refuel from here. Okay, and this trailer is getting sold. It's not getting dumped in the river, no matter how much I would like to do that. No, I'm looking through here thinking, I think there was actually a way to get there and then around this way and closer to the trailer store. You know what? I think there is. Oh, but I gotta go through rocks and stuff. Yeah, forget it. I'll go the long way. They're empty. Maybe it'll be easier. Ugh. Could probably just go across this crackly ice. Although I might end up going through too deep ice. It's not worth it. This truck can go through pretty much any crackly ice. I don't know about these trailers. Dragging the trailers behind, if that will make a difference. It may very well. Okay, I'm going to sell this trailer. The trailer store in the other garage is very close to get to. And I'm going to end up taking 2 trips back to this location, which is okay. 2 trips with 2 different trucks. I won't be able to tow them back and forth, but I can think of no way of doing it I can get all the logs off that map within 2 trucks, but only by towing one of the trailers. So I don't think. And unfortunately, I can't recover it with the trailer. I have to physically tow it back to the trailer store. This is, I gotta go through here now. Well, lesson learned. Don't be a sucker. Don't be a schnook. It's not how you trailer, it's how you look. Look. You know. There's something else I could say. Don't be a duck. It's not how you feel, it's how you try. There you go. That's the clean version. Alright, well, there's a lot of other things in this game, on this map, I would say, that I've hated a lot more than this trailer. So one thing I don't like about this map is there's no way of knowing what is effectively impassable. It looks like it's trails, but it's not really passable trails in places. You can't tell that from the map. It's like a 20-year-old MapQuest map, 25-year-old MapQuest map, out of date. So, and you just have to memorize, you have to just try to remember, oh, that place, even though it says on the map that it's a perfectly valid way to go, is actually not traversable. So let's not go that way. And that part I don't like. It seems unfair. I really got turned off of this region. I don't mean just this map, I mean this whole region. I really got turned off of this region when there's one task where you have to go through certain points of interest on old abandoned warehouse area, old abandoned factory warehouse area. And there are obstructions all over. And the map does not make clear what of those obstructions you can either knock down or crawl over, and which ones can't be gone through. And there's no way, according to the map, it doesn't look like there's any way to get to any of them. But there are secret passages that you can cut through by either knocking things down or driving over things. And so it's like going through a blind maze, and I think that's not within the spirit of the game. I think that's kind of unfair to not be able to use the map. Not be able to use the map to guide you where you're going. It's like using GPS from, 10, 15 years ago, where if you follow GPS, you would end up driving to the lake. So, yeah, I think that was unfair. I don't like to have to memorize things or look things up on an external website. Especially the fact that I stream these live, and you know, then chop them up for YouTube. But I stream these live, and there's certain games I won't play through, even though I would like to, because like Diablo 2, I love Diablo 2, but there's no way I'm going to stream a playthrough of Diablo 2, because the only way to get through Diablo 2 in the, you know, in a reasonable amount of time is to know secret knowledge about what runes give you what special powers when in what combinations. It's like I have to sit here and look up the things on the wiki while I'm trying to stream. That is not something I am willing to do, nor do I have the mental capacity at this point in my life to just memorize all those things. And it's not just mental capacity. I don't have the patience to memorize all those things at this point in my life. Nor would I ever find memorizing a bunch of stuff to be fun. That's a reason why I went into physics and not, you know, biology. Biology is memorizing stuff. Don't memorize stuff. To become a medical doctor, you have to be smart, but the type of smart you have to be is memorizing things. Unless you're like a research doctor, which, you know, a lot of those aren't doctors anyway. Unless you do research, medical doctors, they're good at following instructions and memorizing things. Or to become a doctor, you have to be good at that. Now, once you become a doctor, well, then, you know, you can look stuff up. And you have to be able to problem solve and stuff like that. But a lot of times, the sort of problem solving is, if you're a clinical doctor, you know, you look up symptoms. You have to be able to, you know, there's a lot, I'm not trying to diss doctors. There's a lot of skill that's involved. And if you're like a, you know, emergency room doctor, all you're doing is problem solving, and then it's a matter of mental fortitude to get you through the day. But if you're a surgeon, you have to not only stay up on the latest techniques of how to do whatever surgery, which is memorization. I suppose you can have reference with you that's more efficient if you have it memorized. You're not going to be on WebMD while you're in the middle of heart surgery. But, yeah. But there's, yes, definitely a lot of creative problem solving if you're like an ER doctor or something like that. And if you're a family doctor, your most important skill is just communication and hand-holding, I think. So, family doctor, aka general practitioner, aka internist. Is that what they call GPs now? I don't know what they call them. Don't make it sound like I don't have a lot of respect for doctors. I have a lot of respect for doctors. I have a lot of respect for biologists and all scientists, chemists. I worked, I'm not going to say where it was, but I worked at a major and highly regarded agency that he did research in physical chemistry there, and I was his lab assistant. Helped him set up experiments, but mostly collected data and figured out how to get better data than what we were currently getting and that sort of thing. That was a lot of fun. My goal was not to be a physical chemist. I wanted to be a condensed matter physicist. But I had to make money. Even back in my day when I was going to school, and like when you could actually afford to get grants and stuff to go to school, now nobody can afford to go to school without selling their soul for hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. But even back in my day, I had to work for a living. I eventually did not have enough money to pursue the education I wanted to pursue, so I had done a lot of programming, so I got a programming job. I didn't have parents that would support me or anything like that, so I ended up going to computer science, and that's what I did for many decades in all facets of the industry. Always commercial software development, well, except for some brief periods of very, very brief periods of consulting or doing internal systems, and almost all that experience is in commercial software. And so when I complain about how poorly written certain games are, other pieces of software, I kind of know from experience how development organizations work. None of them were gaming organizations, but I kind of know from experience what the pressures are and what the dynamics are to developing commercial software. How difficult it is to predict how long it's going to take to do something, and so how easy it is to over promise and under deliver. There's a lot of times people that you got to sell the software to your clients, and your clients don't want to hear it's going to take you 2 years, even though you think it's going to take you 2 years. It's actually going to take you 4 years. So you tell them it's going to take you 1 year, and then in 2 years you deliver half a product, so that you're late. And it's pretty bad. In other words, software is a complex system. Software development is a complex system. And so-called AI does not make that any easier. Not at this point in the development process, nor do I think it ever will. Even when we have actual artificial intelligence, which is general intelligence that mimics the human brain, it's still, software is a complex system. And there's a mathematical definition of what a complex system is. Software development is a complex system by that definition, which most tasks aren't. Building bridges is not a complex system. It's very complex to build bridges, don't get me wrong, but it's not a quote-unquote complex system. All right, sell it, get rid of it, get me back to the garage. I've done my duty here. Go into storage. Go to the other map. The garage in this map. See, I try to sell all the trailers, but there's 2 here that you can't sell. They're in gray. And we're coming up on 45 minutes. And so what I think I am going to do once I get this loaded, this used to load off my old external hard drive, but the external hard drive blew up and I had to replace it. And so I moved this all to the internal drive on the Xbox, but it's an old Xbox One, Series X, so it's the best Xbox One, but it's still an Xbox One, no SSD, and I think the old internal drive on this Xbox is even slower than how the new external drive is, so I might want to move everything back to the external drive. To the new internal drive. Okay, let's pull this out, and let's pull this out, and this thing is configured the way it needs to be. Oh, and as you might have seen, these are the two I haven't evaluated yet, whether any of these are these are from the new DLC. Whatever I don't think I'm going to use, I'm going to just get rid of. But some of these I think are pretty good. This one I think has special properties that I might use. I don't know. I've just not had time to work on it. This has everything I think I want, right? It has the low saddle, and it has the logging crane and the low saddle, right? Low saddle, log loader crane, yes. So I can just leave the garage with this. And this is going to have, this is going to go get the sideboard semi-trailer, and I'm going to pack a bunch of logs in it. Whereas the next truck this truck is initially going to have it's going to have the long log front end, but I don't have to go to the place with that. I don't know if I can attach. Oh, I can attach it with the other one. Yeah. This one doesn't have to go to the trailer store. Well, it doesn't have to go to the trailer store. Okay. I think I know what I want on this. This one will have the long log front end. Yes. And that's it, because that's all it can have. I mean, it's got its crane on it. And now this one is going to buy the back end, stop ended. This one is going to buy the back end. The other one is going to buy the semi-trailer, but it's also going to buy the short log hitch trailer, and it will just winch it over to the trailer area, over to the loader, and then it can attach to it, can unattach the semi-trailer, attach to it, load the semi-trailer up with 2 loads, load this truck up with 1 load, and then I'll have all the logs from there that I need, and then I'll just drag them back separately because I won't be able to tow one to the other. That is the plan. All right. We will get to see the plan in the next episode. We will get to see the plan in the next episode, because that makes for a better picture. All right, folks, if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I still have, a whole bunch of hours to go. Another 2 hours to go. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which is 6 p.m. or 1800 hours in the UK and 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand. Either way, thank you much for watching. Twitch, stick around. YouTube next episode. I will see you then.